Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn about the concept of perquisite and what are the provisions are there and how it is taxable. And see the perquisite, the meaning of perquisite is the benefit given by the employer to the employee in the form of kind, basically in the form of kind. Whatever the benefit an employer is giving to the employee, it will be called as perquisite, and it is a indirect income to an employee, so it is taxable, right? So under which head it will be taxable means it will be taxable under the head income from salary. So how it is taxable, how much amount is allowed as exemption, what are the provisions are there, what all we will call it as perquisite, we are going to learn. See the first one, rent-free accommodation. What is the accommodation? A person who place where we stay, right? An employer is giving a rent-free accommodation to an employee. It is a perquisite. Use of movable asset. Movable asset, the basic example is a laptop or PC, computer. So use of movable assets, that means employer is giving an movable asset to use to employee. So after completing the work, employee have to return it to the employer. Use of immovable asset. Immovable assets, the basic thing is a car, and transfer of asset, here they have to use it and they have to return it to the employer again. Transfer of asset means directly they are going to purchase it. Who they means employee is going to purchase the asset. So see the next one, obligation of employee is paid by the employer. That means any expenditure is there, obligation is there for employee, it is paid by the employer. And other than this, few examples like gas or water supply or any electricity charges, if these are paid by the employer, see that all will get under this perquisite only. Before directly going into the concept of perquisite, I want to give you a rough revision of pro forma for computation of salary. See, we have already learned this in a separate video, right? So see, we have to add 4 things under the income from salary. What are the 4 things? First one is the salary. What salary will include? Salary will include basic pay, commission, bonus, gratuity, pension, leave encashment, everything is included, right? We have seen all the concept. And allowances. See, allowances also we have to take only the taxable allowance. Allowances are divided into 4 different categories. We have seen all the 4 different categories and I explained with examples. And now today we are going to learn about perquisite. And after adding the perquisite, we have to add profit in lieu of salary. These 4 things, when we add all the taxable, these 4 things, the amount what we will get will be called as a gross salary. We have to take it in the outer column. After taking it to the outer column, we will have deductions, right? Under section 16, how many deductions? We will have 3 deductions: standard deduction, entertainment allowance, professional tax. These 3 also we have seen, right? So after deducting the deductions, the amount, net amount what we will get will be called as income from salary. So this is the provision. We have learned the salary part, we have learned the allowances. In this, from today's video, we are going to learn about the perquisites. So today we are going to learn about the provisions of rent-free accommodation. So rent-free accommodation, as I said, accommodation means the place where an employee can stay. So employer is giving a rent-free accommodation. We have to check the first thing where the employer is giving the accommodation, whether it is hotel or any other than hotel. That means it may be house property or it may be any farmhouse or boat house, anything other than hotel we have to check. So first one, if it is a hotel, the provision for a hotel is very simple. If it is a hotel, actual charges paid by the employer or 24% of the salary, whichever is less, is the taxable value of perquisite. What is the full form of TVP is taxable value of perquisite. So whichever is less in these 2 things, if employer is giving accommodation in hotel, and if it is in these 2 things, whichever is less is a taxable value of perquisite. What is the meaning of salary means? I gave here, see, salary is equal to basic pay plus diurnus allowance plus commission plus all taxable allowances. Here DA, the tax, if it is forming part of the retirement benefit, then only we have to take other else we need not take the diurnal allowance. But commission, if it is given in the fixed percentage or not, we have to take the commission. And taxable allowances, only we have to take all the taxable allowances. So this is a Meaning of salary in where when it is a rent free accommodation. So in rent free accommodation, if it is hotel, this is a provision. If it is other than hotel, we have to check whether it is furnished house property or furnished accommodation or unfurnished accommodation. First we will see the unfurnished accommodation. If it is unfurnished accommodation, we have to see whether it is given to government employee or non-government employee. If the accommodation is given to government employee, the taxable value of perquisite is the license fee. What is this license fee means? This will be the amount of license fee will be given in the question itself. License fee means the amount fixed by the government. And when the accommodation is given to the non-government employee, we have to see whether the accommodation, what accommodation, whether he is giving house property or farmhouse or guest house or anything, whether it is owned by the employee or not. If it is owned by the employer or not. If it is owned by the employer, then we have to see where the accommodation is at. We have to check the population of the area where the house property or the guest house where it is staying. So if the house property where it was there or guest house where it was there, the population we have to check. If the population is more than 25 lakhs, then the taxable value of perquisite is 15% of the salary. If the population is 10 lakh to 25 lakhs, 10% of the salary. If the population is less than 10 lakhs, then the taxable value of perquisite is 7.5% of salary. What is the meaning of salary? It means the same thing. So see, if the employer accommodation is not owned by the employer, that means the employer might have taken on rent and given that accommodation to the employee. So what is the taxable value means? Actual hire charges paid by the employer or 15% of the salary, whichever is less is the taxable value of perquisite. So see the provision, it is a very simple. If the accommodation given by the employer is other than hotel, we have to check whether it is furnished or unfurnished. What is the furnished means? Unfurnished means there is no nothing, that means there is no furniture at all. Furnished means including furniture. So unfurnished, we have to see whether it is given to government employee or non-government employee. If it is given to government employee, then the taxable value of perquisite is a license fee. If it is not given to a government employee, we have to see whether the accommodation what employer is given is owned or not. If it is owned, we have to check the population of the area of the where the house property is there. So if the population is more than 25 lakhs, it is 15% of the salary. 10 to 25 lakhs, it is 10% of salary, and it is less than 10 lakhs population means it is 7.5% of salary. If the accommodation is not owned by the employer has taken on hire, that means he have taken on rent and employer is giving that accommodation to the employee, then these two will be taxable. What is the actual charges paid by the employer or 15% of the salary, whichever is less. In these two things, whichever is less will be taken as taxable value of perquisite, right? You have understood this concept, right? Now coming to the furnished accommodation. Furnished means including the furniture. Accommodation is given, that means house property is given and including the furniture. So how to compute means step 1, we have to take the value of unfurnished accommodation. So we have to take the value of unfurnished accommodation. We have to go through these steps and we have to take the taxable value. Then the step 2 is to add the value of furniture. That means, as I said, furnished accommodation means accommodation plus furniture. So second thing, we have to add the value of furniture. What is the value of furniture? Furniture, we have to see whether it is owned by the employer or taken on rent basis by the employer. So if it is owned by the employer, taxable value of perquisite is 10% per annum of original cost of furniture. Original cost of furniture will be given in the question. On that original cost, 10% will be taken if the furniture is owned by the employer. Then coming to the furniture is not owned by the employer, that means employer has taken on rent basis and he is giving, or lease basis, and he is giving that furniture to the employee. Then we have to take TVP, the taxable value of perquisite is actual charges met by the employer. So whatever the case may be, we have to take and we have to add to the step 1. What is the step upon value of unfurnished. We have to go through these steps and we have to add, then we will get the taxable value of furnished accommodation. See, this is very simple. If you remember this chart, you can do the rent-free accommodation. The accommodation may be hotel or other than hotel. If you remember these provisions, we can do. So I will do one example so that you could understand how to compute the provisions. See the 10th example. Sri M.M. Joshi is working in a limited company in Varanasi. Population is 12,20,000. So he is a non-government employee. He is working in a limited company and in Varanasi, and the population is 12,20,000. His salary particulars are as follows. Basic pay is 10,000 per month. It is fully taxable. The earner's allowance is 2,000 per month. It is fully taxable. City compensatory allowances 1,000 per month. It is fully taxable. Children education allowances 600 per month per child for 3 children. If we can remember the provision, what is the amount allowed as exemption means? What is the exemption amount for children education allowances? 100 per month per child, maximum of 2 children only. Up to 2 children only it is allowed as exemption. So here we have to compute what is the taxable amount, right? So one working note is that HRA house rent allowances 4,000 per month. Rent paid is also given. So here the person is a non-government employee and he is staying in rented house only. So we have to compute. So working note 2. What is the provision? Here the person is staying in Varanasi, that means other than the 4 cities. So what are the provision? The first one is actual amount received, second one is 40% of the salary, and the third one is rent paid. That means here whatever the amount is paid, rent paid 3,500 per month, rent paid minus 10% of salary. This least of the 3 things will be allowed as exemption. So we have to do the second working note. Entertainment allowance 1,500 per month. Entertainment allowance is given to non-government employees, fully taxable. So total amount we have to take the total amount in the column. During the previous year, in the last 3 months, rent-free accommodation is provided in its own building instead of HRA. That means HRA is given for how many months? HRA is given only for the 9 months, and for other 3 months HRA is given. Rent-free accommodation is given, and the accommodation is given in a house property, that means in its own building, that means it is owned by the employer only. So according to the provisions we have to calculate, and what all the things are there we have to take proportionately for 3 months only. Why? Because it is given for only 3 months, and here in the same case in the HRA, while calculating HRA, the actual amount 4,000 per month is given only for 9 months, and in the same case rent paid, how many months he is going to pay rent? For only 9 months, and 40% of the salary. In salary we have to take basic pay and DA forming part and commission given in percentage. We have to take only for the 9 months only, and then we have to proportionately calculate it. So they are asking to compute the gross income from salary for the current assessment year. So let's see the answer. So see, we have to put in a heading of computation of Sri M.M. Joshi income from salary for the assessment year. The year is not given. So what is the assessment year now? 2019-20, right? We have to take that year, and particulars amount we can take another amount column. If you don't want to confuse yourself, or if you want to continue with the only one amount column, you can continue. What is the first one we have to take? We have to take the basic pay, and if there is any commission given we have to take. So see, bonus is given, we have to take gratuity, pension, leave encashment, everything we have to take under the head salary. So in salary we have only one basic pay, that is 10,000 per month. Total amount is taxable. So 10,000 into 12, we have to take that amount, taxable amount in the column 1,20,000. And see the allowances, the earner's allowances is there, it is fully taxable. We have to take the total amount 2,000 per month into 12, 24,000. City compensatory allowances, it is fully taxable, we have to take. And children education allowances, it is we should do one working note, right? See, in working note 1, children education allowance, exemption is given for only 2 children only, right? So see, what is the actual amount received? 600 per month maximum for 3 children we received. For how many months? 12 months. And for how many children Mr. Joshi received? 3 children. So we have to take the total amount. And what is the exemption limit? So 100 per child, 100 per month per child, maximum of 2 children, right? So we have to take 100 into 12 into maximum of 2 children. We have to take that amount. And so from that, from 21, sorry. So 100 into 12 into 2, we are getting an amount of 2,400. So from actual amount 21,600, we have to deduct the exemption limit. So the taxable amount we are getting as 19,200. So this 19,200, we have to take this amount in the column, right? To see the children education allowance, they have taken as 19,1200. And next one, house rent allowance. House rent allowance, this is for how many months? For 9 months. So proportionately, we have to take everything for the 9 months. See the working note. The allowance is given for, see, the allowance is given for 9 months only, so exemption is calculated for 9 months. So see the first one, actual allowances received. For how many months we have to receive? We will receive only, that means Mr. Joshi will receive for 9 months, 4,000 into 9, 36,000. And 40% of the salary we have to take. And here DA is not, they didn't mention in the question that DA is a forming part of the retirement benefit. So in the question they didn't mention that DA is a forming part of the retirement benefit. So we shouldn't take the DA, and commission is not given. So we are not taking the commission also. So what is the basic pay we are going to take? What is the basic pay? 1,20,000. On 1,20,000, this 1,20,000 is for how many months? It is for 12 months. So we have to take only for the 9 months, right? So that means what is the salary? 10,000 per month into 9, 90,000. On that 90,000, 40% amount should be taken. 40% of 90,000 is 36,000. And what is the next provision? Rent paid minus 10% of the salary. So rent paid, how much rent is paid? See the question. So rent paid is 3,500 per month. For how many months a person Mr. Joshi has been paid? Mr. Joshi will be paying for 9 months, right? So 3,500 into 9 minus 10% of salary. Salary also we have to take only for the 9 months. That means 10,000 into 9, 90,000. On that 10% we have to take and compute. We are getting an amount of 22,500. In these least 3 things, the least amount will be allowed as exemption. What is the exemption amount? 22,500. What is the actual amount received? 36,000. From 36,000, see the actual amount is received is 36,000. And less exemption amount. What is the exemption amount? Least amount is 22,500. After deducting the amount, what we will get is called the taxable amount. We have to take this amount into the main pro forma, 13,500. See the HRA 13,500 they have taken. And next one is entertainment allowance. As I said, it is received by Mr. Joshi. He is a non-government employee. It is fully taxable. So 1,500. So here we have to show the computation part. 1,500 into 12, 18,000. It is fully taxable. We have to take the total amount. Now coming to the rent-free accommodation, we have to calculate this rent-free accommodation for how many months? 3 months, right? So 3 months. What is the provision here? The person is staying in a rent-free accommodation. They didn't give any information regarding whether it is furnished or unfurnished. If it is a furnished, they might have given the value of furniture also. Here they didn't give any information regarding furniture. That means it is a rent-free unfurnished accommodation. So see the provision. The person is staying in rent-free unfurnished accommodation. An employee, Mr. Joshi, is a non-government employee, and the accommodation is owned by the employer only. Then we have to check the population, right? Population is given in the question. That population is 12,20,000. 12,20,000. See, that means in this category we will get. So 10 lakhs to 25 lakhs. What is the taxable value of perquisite? 10% of salary. Salary we have to take for how many months? Only we have to consider 3 months, right? 3 months only rent-free accommodation is given. So we have to calculate 10% of salary. So what is the definition of salary? We have to take basic pay plus DA forming part of the retirement benefit plus bonus plus commission plus all taxable allowances. So these all things we have to take for how many months? 3 months only in this question. Why? Because rent-free accommodation is given to Mr. Joshi for how many months? 3 months. That means appropriate amount of basic pay for 3 months. DONS allowance, if it is forming part, we have to take for 3 months. Bonus and commission, it is these two things are not there in this question. And all taxable allowances. What are the taxable allowances are there? See, city compensatory allowance is there, children education allowance is there, house rent allowance is there, entertainment allowance. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 things we have to take aggregate amount for how many months? 3 months. And after that we have to add all these things on that 10% of the salary we have to take. Why? Because the population of this accommodation where it was staying is given in the question as 12 lakhs 12,000, right? So 10% of the salary we have to take. On 10% of salary, whatever amount we are getting, that is the taxable value of perquisite. That amount we have to take in the main pro forma. So this thing, this computation of rent-free accommodation, I will make it on the whiteboard. See, I have taken basic pay for how many months? 3 months. 10,000 into 3, 30,000 I have taken. City compensatory allowance, 1,000 into 3, 3 months I have taken 3,000. Children education allowance, it is, what is the taxable allowance? 19,200. For how many months? 12 months. We have to get it for the 3 months, right? We have to cross multiply. How? 3 into 19,200 divided by 7. See, I have taken, and I have taken the amount, 3 months appropriate amount as 4,800. And next one, entertainment allowance. So 1,500 into 3, 4,500. Here we need not take for DONS allowance. Why? Because it is not forming part of the benefit of retirement, and as well as commission is not given, and bonus also it's not there. So in these things, basic pay we have taken, DA is not forming part, bonus is not given, commission is not given. So we have taken all the taxable allowances: city compensatory allowance, children education allowance, entertainment allowance, right? So the total of these amounts will be called as salary, right? The total amount will be called as salary. So the total of the amount I am getting as 42,300. On this 42,300, 10% of this amount is a taxable value of perquisite. This amount, that means 4,230, this amount should be taken in the main pro forma. So this amount we have to take in the main pro forma. So see the answer, rent-free unfurnished accommodation 4,230 they have taken. So all these 4 things, salary, allowances, perquisite and profit in lieu of salary is not given. So the total of these 4 things will be called as the gross income from salary. So they have asked us to compute the gross income from salary only, we have computed. So I think you have understood how to go through these provisions and how to compute the rent-free accommodation. It may be unfurnished or furnished. If it is furnished, we have to first calculate the value of unfurnished. We have to go through the provisions. We have to take the value of that unfurnished accommodation, and then we have to add the value of furniture. It is very easy. So if you go through this chart will be very helpful at the time of examination. So I think you have understood the rent-free accommodation. In the next class, we will be learning about the provisions of the motor car. Thank you for watching.